I do this. I'd like to call to order on Monday, December 11th, 2023 City Council Work Session, where we're going to discuss the facilities master plan. City Manager Alexander Rains and Assistant City Manager Isaac Buttman will take it away.
All right, Mayor and Council, yes. So we have our consultant team here that's going to be working with the city on the facilities master plan. We've only had one meeting and a tour of the facilities, so this is very, very preliminary. It's really just to give you an idea of what to expect and just to give you a chance to ask some questions if you have any. So.
Thank you, Ben. All right, great. Good evening, Mayor and councilors. Delighted to be here. My name is Sid Scott. I'm a principal with Scott Edwards Architecture. This is Brandon Dole, project manager with our firm. We are started off and running, and we wanted to just give you a little bit of an update on first who we are, and then kind of the process that we're going to be going through with the facility study. Happy to entertain any questions as we go. Our firm, we are a Portland-based design firm, staff of about 100. I head up our public sector studio, which means I work with, I tallied up, kind of scared myself, more than 50 jurisdictions in the Pacific Northwest. Next one, please. And it's something that we particularly enjoy. And so we're really excited to get the opportunity to work with the city of Scappoose on your facility study. This is our team. I'll head the project up as the principal in charge. Brandon is the project manager that will be doing the day-to-day pushing of the project. And Eddie is also one of our architects on staff that will be joining us. So we've done a lot of these, and we're working on yours. We also have a consultant team that we worked with for more than 20 years, civil engineering, structural engineering, mechanical, electrical, plumbing engineering, and cost estimating. So they'll also be part of our team as we go through the study. The next one. List of our some of our public agency projects throughout the Pacific Northwest. So something again that we very much enjoy and have done a lot of work throughout the region.
Does that say the St. Helens Senior Center?
Yeah.
St. Helens. Okay. Thank you.
I hate to date myself. I can't remember how many years ago it was that we did that one, but
Yeah.
Okay, to the next slide. So a little about our firm and our ethos. Our goal is to start each project by listening. So we want to know who you are and what it is that you're looking for. I always talk about to our team that we check our ego at the door. It's your project, not our project. So we're here to help. So that's our number one goal. And our motto is people first, design forward. Which to us means that the project should be all about the people that the projects are should be designed for, the people that are going to use the projects. And we use our design skill to get you as much as we possibly can. So a little about the firm. We'll jump into what we're actually doing in terms of the project.
Thank you, Sid. Thanks, Mayor and Council. Great to have us here. Really appreciate the opportunity. I wanted to talk a little bit about our approach. This is going to be pretty high level, so forgive me here. If you have any questions, want more specifics, just dive in and ask questions. But like Sid said, we start with just a clear understanding. So a lot of our process in the beginning is really just get to know you. We do a day in the life. So our team, we come out and try to be a fly on the wall, if you will, but get to know what it's like to be a member of staff, city staff. Look at your culture, look at how you operate, get kind of some of the challenges or shortcomings, if you will, currently working in the facilities, but really just move in and understand who you are. Part of our process is we'll take the project team and tour similar facilities. It will be hard to match a like for the city of Scappoose with size, but we're going to take you through multiple jurisdictions and kind of show you what we're doing in other cities. We're currently about maybe 4 months ahead of you with a project similar that we're doing for the city of Oregon City. So a great example, can show you some of their facilities. But we will take you all on a field trip. Together, we're going to develop and understand your goals and vision as a city. What does it mean in terms of 5 years, 15 years, and 20 years of projected growth for the city of Scappoose? How do you grow into that? Well, we are going to dive deep, roll up our sleeves with programming sessions. So right now in our plan, we have 3 different program sessions that is with the city team and their stakeholder group. Walk you through some sustainability initiatives, help bring visions for those types of goals for the city. Then just dive in and start together, really determine, in our mind, the future of the city is. What do the facilities look like? What are the different services? How do your teams work? What are the things that we can bring as you grow and develop? All of that will nicely fold into a facilities master plan, which is just really developing a strategy. Images of how we do that. Line breaking sessions where we get around the table, lots of trace, different ideas, and really just trying to kind of pull all the pieces together, all the ideas, and write this plan. See if you can get that yellow bar to the right. There it goes. This is our living, breathing work plan, if you will. So we started the process off. I don't. Kicked the project off in early November. We did a kickoff meeting. That's so this plan here, this work plan, 4 to 6 months. We have a target of ending this around May. Stop deadline in June, but want to give our team enough time to kind of go through all the parts and pieces. City time to react. But the first half of it is just space programming and assessment, coming in and doing a bunch of on-site studies, that day in the life, and developing the programs. You can see here on the bottom the dots that are circled. So we have some PT meetings. Those that are circled are our programming sessions. So that's, we're going to do a lot of pulling up the sleeves, if you will, putting all the ideas on paper. Take that information and we draft a plan, that out for city staff to review. Ideally, come back to you all here in a couple months and present those facts and findings, present kind of what we see in terms of suggestions, make sure that we're all on the same page in alignment, and develop that final delivery. Looking at that.
Make the schedule too long, you can't quite get it all on there.
I didn't shrink it down to 11 by 17. And then just one of the last slides notes that we want to leave you with. Sustainability in our industry is huge. Farming effects of that. We really see a lot of impact that we can make in the AEC, architectural engineering and construction industry. So ultimately, we want to bring that to your project and that process. It's all cooked. So we have a sustainability director hand in hand with us. She'll actually put on the first programming charrette, which is all sustainability. So just wanted to point that out to you. That's very important to us, and we hope to. And we are very excited to be working with you. This is something we get so much fulfillment and enjoyment out of. The time that we have spent out here getting to know city staff has been great. Tomorrow, Eddie is going to be out here spending all day quantifying, measuring all the spaces inside the CD space, if you will, and public works. We're also going to be looking at the old middle school, if you will, and we're also talking community centers as part of the vision. And so work to come, very high level. A picture of.
That was kind of my question on the mid-school is we'll be looking at that. Because I'm sure they're going to be coming up with another pond again within a year or two is our thought. And that would be probably good timing that when it came up, we would know more about the mid-school on our side to determine if it was something we would want to pursue again at that time.
Excited about that. That parallels work that we're doing.
I have a question. So Alex, who all from staff will be participating in the off-site visits and that?
Well, we really hadn't discussed the off-site visits. I mean, thus far, we've generally had the department heads, so basically Dave, Lori, Chief, myself, Isaac, in most of the meetings. So I think depending on where exactly we're going and how relevant we think it is to each of those department heads, it'd probably be some, probably some combination of that group. And then the other thing that I know that council had decided was that when and if there's a council participation in some of those staff level meetings, that you all had selected the mayor to do that. So I don't know if he would need to, maybe there'd be benefit for him to go on any of those. But anyway, so that's kind of who's been involved right now for the most part. But of course, on your tours, you have been talking to other members of staff about how the buildings work for them, how the spaces do or don't meet their needs, things like that. But it's kind of that core department head group essentially that's working with closely with the team.
Yeah, I really like that component of the project. I think that's gonna be really valuable.
Love it too. I mean, just a little bit that we've done, the nickel tour. Great. That's what we want to do is include that. 'Cause that's really kind of how we start balancing that conversation between wants and needs, right? Our whole lens is what's the role of that city. We ultimately know people have needs, so gotta get as close as we can. Only get that.
So you're looking at the city hall, you said Public Works. Do you look at the water treatment facilities office? Nothing up on Keys Road, nothing down at the water?
Nothing with treatment specific operations, public works, yes. So right now we're trying to understand that divide. The facility down the road here has a lot of overlap, so we're getting into that, but not necessarily treatment.
Yeah,
but
and there's less focus on that because obviously we're not going to be moving any of those facilities, right? I mean, and we're doing a massive overhaul on a lot of those right now. So the concern is more kind of in other areas. That's why there's less focus on that.
the police department, you look at what a normal police department needs in ways of space and cities and everything as well.
That's where we start, space assessment. Here's what a city of your size should have and needs for your projected growth, and then we work.
And you can look at a community center. I mean, if if we tell you that's a need, you're able to kind of give us an idea of what is out there, what other cities do, size-wise, costs.
We've done a dozen community centers. Depending on if it's recreation, senior centers, really the whole gamut. So bring that to the table as well.
You don't have our senior center in on that, do you, Alex?
The senior center specifically, no.
When will, your next step then, we'll next hear from you in a couple months?
Mid-February is what we're targeting.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Meeting adjourned.